Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Yes, it's that time of the day when I talk to Hannah Zwartz. Of course, I catch up with her. She's Kapiti Coast Green Gardener on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And welcome back into the studio.
Oh, kia ora, Tanya.
What are we talking about today?
Well, today I thought I would talk about then the workshop that's coming up next week, on next Monday the 26th of March.
Oh, I don't think I have that written down.
No, we've had a bit of a break from the community centre workshops over the summer. Well, we did have one in February, but it's the monthly workshops at the community centre in Paraparaumu, which is Ngāhina Street, between the pool and the library. And it's a really nice bunch of people that get together once a month, and we sort of do the garden and also we have a bit of a workshop about what to do in your garden at home at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's happening on Monday from 10 till 12 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And this month, as I probably mentioned yesterday, it's a big winter it's the changeover in the garden from summer crops to winter crops.
Yeah.
And so we will be looking at, it's not a big garden, it's a very manageable small garden with basically four beds. Mm-hmm. So we'll be looking at, what's finishing off, probably your tomatoes and that are finishing. So it's time to have a bit of a changeover and put in some things for the winter. So the first one is brassicas, which need to go in sort of early. Although it's, you think they're winter crops, but in fact they need to be planted in March, pretty much, if they're going to put on some growth so that there's something to eat in winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about the brassicas and how to protect them from butterflies, the cabbage butterflies, which love to decimate them.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about broad beans, although it's still, usually you'd plant them in another month or so, around April. And we'll be talking about green crops. That's other, ways to build up, things you can plant that will build up your soil over the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, because my garden in winter looks sort of like it's gone to sleep completely.
Yeah, well, it does go to sleep, and you don't have as much time in the garden over the winter, but there are things that you don't want to. The last thing you want is to sort of come out in spring and feel like gardening, but it's just full of weeds. So, that's quite disheartening if you have to start every year by digging out really big weeds. So we'll be talking about how you can keep those weeds away over the winter, basically seal off your soil and build up your soil over the winter. Yeah, so that when you do go out, there's something to pick. Winter's actually a really good time for growing greens, lettuces and so on, because they really love all that extra moisture. They can be quite hard to grow over the summer.
Do you have to protect them with frost cloths and so forth?
A lot of them don't mind the frost.
Yeah.
Things like silver beet and various mustard and lots of things you can have to spice up your winter meals and winter salads and so on. We'll be looking at, and a lot of those are very easy to grow from seed. You basically sprinkle around some seed, and let nature do its thing.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
All right, and that's a free workshop, isn't it? Like
yes.
They all are.
Yes, those are free every month. So that's Monday 10 till 12 a.m. at the community centre in Paraparaumu.
Cool. Okay, if you want to go to that, make sure you're there at the community centre in Ngāhina Street for a 10 a.m. start next Monday, 26th. And we'll be talking to you again on Friday. I'll let you have a day off. Thanks, Hannah.
Bye.
106.3 Beach FM.